No.
Oh, boy, I think she's actually hurt.
No, I think she is.
Yeah, she's hurt. She took a hard fall off there. Boy, gosh, I hope she's okay.
I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Yes, it does. Welcome in, kiddos. It's the Daily Puck Drop. It's early on a Friday, March 20th. We're going early today. It was supposed to be earlier, but then I screwed up. So we're going at 9. We were supposed to go at 8. But anyways, we want to get out of the way because like many of you, we would just like to watch basketball. And if it was any indication yesterday, many of you were just watching basketball. And that's okay. You should be watching basketball. We got we'll do a short abbreviated show today, but you get the regulars. The PME show is here. Egan is here, fresh off after having old man coffee in the morning at the diner, talking about what the Vikings need to do better next season. And should we push this coach out? We'll get the recap from the diner in Puyallup. Jim Moore is on his way to play golf, so he's in a car right now. So what could go wrong? I don't know. We've got opening day March Madness to talk about. Sonic's big week next week. A funny story that I have from the doctor's office. We'll get to all of it. Of course, we're in the Limbach Lumber Studios. Contractors and do-it-yourselfers, they're going to take care of you, but they've been doing business since 1930. Give them a call at 206-782-3487. Visit them at limbachlumber.com. Visit me on all social media channels, Puck Sports everywhere. TikTok, though, is Puck_sports. And, of course, visit pucksports.com. There you can sign up to become a Pucks Posse member. Your $5 a month gets you bonus shows throughout the week. Tuesday, Sports Pit with Matt Stretch Johnson. Wednesdays, Inside Pitch with Ryan Divish. And Thursdays, KJ Arts with Mitch Levy. If the $5 is too much, send me an email. We'll take care of you, Puck at pucksports.com. Ladies and gentlemen, he joins us from parts unknown. He's in a car today going to tee it up in Bend, Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, the consummate professional, Jim Moore, from the Jim Moore go-to-guy.substack.com fame. And he's brought to you by...
Hey, Puck, I'm coming to you from downtown Prineville, Oregon.
Oof.
Meadow Lakes Golf Course. It's
Methy.
supposed to be 79 degrees here today.
Jesus.
A record high. And I heard the weather report in Seattle, it's raining.
Yeah, we're supposed to get an atmospheric river. I haven't seen it yet, but maybe it's coming. I don't know. Maybe Egan's got news from Pizzetti that he can inform us here in a minute or two.
All right. Well, I'm brought to you by Brotherton Cadillac and Shoreline, Brotherton Cadillac and Brotherton Buick GMC in Renton. You know what you can expect from Brad Brotherton. You've heard me talking about it. Customer satisfaction thanks to a dedicated, no-pressure, stress-free sales approach. Just one of the many reasons why Brad Brotherton Auto has been around for a long time, all the way back to the early 1900s. So check them out in Shoreline or Renton. You will not be disappointed. You'll be completely satisfied. Or at brothertonauto.com. Also want to thank Brian Turner from A Clean Streak. You need your roof cleaned, your gutters cleaned, pressure washing your driveway. It's a messy job. And then don't get on a ladder. Brian Turner and his crew, they're going to get on the ladders for you. They will die for you so you won't have to. For a free estimate, call 360-395-5748 or visit acleanstreak.com.
Okay, joining us, he does every Friday as well, the third member of the award-winning show, brought to you by Flat Stick Pub. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chris Egan from King 5 with his Mariners tugboat and his basket of bananas on top of the tugboat. Let's just jump right into it, Egan. Jim Moore, I'm not sure if you've seen this video yet, but Chris Egan has a lot of explaining to do with what I witnessed this week. And frankly, I was disturbed.
Yep. It floats.
Egan, you're in a hot tub. There's so many questions I have. Jim, I'll go first and you go. You're in a hot tub. I'm not sure if that's your hot tub. It didn't appear that you were wearing trunks, but yet you were wearing a King 5 yellow jacket.
Sure.
With the Mariners floating tugboat thing that they're doing this year. They put the food in it and it floats. Yes, you got one. I don't know. I was disturbed by it, Jim. I don't know what your reaction was, but I was frightened.
Yeah. What? No, how come we didn't get an invitation? Or Puck, did you get one?
No, I get nothing. In fact, the Mariners declined me for credentials this year. For God's sakes, I guess I'm on.
No.
Yeah, I guess I'm on the shit list with the Mariners.
Oh no.
Wow.
Who gets denied credentials? My God, they credential everyone there.
Okay, Egan, where's the hot tub? Is it at your house or where is it?
Yeah, that's at the house, Jim. So basically, to kind of put in perspective,
That was your hot tub?
Yes.
With the
that
tennis court in the background?
That's pickleball. That's pickleball, Jim. That's pickleball. Tennis courts must
How
be.
much is King TV paying you?
Come on. It's
How
a
much is
pickle-
Melanie Egan making selling houses?
It's a pickleball court.
Is it
It's
Melanie that's bringing home the cash, or is it
Oh,
you?
yeah. No, it's all Melanie Egan, JohnLScott.com. I'm in the TV business, guys. Come on. I can barely afford these bananas right here.
You got a pickleball court and a hot tub back there.
Hey, we put that in well before COVID, and I'll just say this. Thank goodness we did, because once pickleball just took off, the prices of courts tripled. So we got in early. We got in. Let's just say we got in early.
10-2. What's going on? What are we in the hot tub without shorts on with a tugboat in there? What are we doing?
Shorts were on, Puck. Shorts were on. I went to this event, which has become now, and you mentioned you guys didn't get the invite. I don't know why. I can't look at your invitations, but I'll say this. It was a bunch of just social media influencers. So you had, Jim, I met this. I'm telling you what, Jim, where you need to go right now, and I may be there close too. I met this Grandma Carolyn from Port Orchard, and she's feeding me crab nachos. And I don't know anything about Grandma Carolyn. And she's feeding me these nachos. She's dancing. She's making videos. And all of a sudden, the Mariners come up to me and they're like, Egan, that's pretty good stuff right there. I go, with the grandma? They're like, yeah. She's the #1 influencer here. She has 1.8 million followers on TikTok. She's a senior social media influencer. So, yeah, she's just.
I was told old people are supposed to stay off of TikTok.
No, I'm telling you what, Jim. You and I need to get in now, because think about it. If we get in now, we may be 32nd on the list of social media senior influencers, but they're going to start dropping off. We'll move up the charts a little bit here and there.
What's her handle on TikTok? Do you know?
Grandma Carolyn. She's got on TikTok. She got 1.8 million followers.
And she's a Mariners fan?
She's a Mariners fan. I think she lives out in Port Orchard. The people love her. She was at the Cardi B concert. So I'm learning a lot. I mean, I'm telling you
Grandma Kara, is she good looking?
She's a very nice lady.
That's a no.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't
That was
say
an
that.
inappropriate question, but I'm known for doing
Hey,
that.
did she
so
get
I figured, what the hell.
credentialed by the Mariners?
I don't know if she got credentialed, but she was at this event. And I mean, talk about just marketing geniuses. The Mariners just keep. Who comes up with this thing? How many kids now, guys, are going to want one of these when they go to a Mariners game?
My kid would rather have a World Series title, but okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Sure. But there's a lot of kids that are going to just want their chicken tenders and fries in a ferry boat.
Of course.
Okay, what's that cost?
They're also the same kids that the parents walk them around on the leash with the backpack. So yeah.
Sure, and keep them in a baby Bjorn till they're 3. I think it's $8. I think it's $8 for this.
That's not a bad deal.
No, it's not a bad deal.
$8 without the chicken and chips.
Yeah, you got to put the chicken and chips in there. And
Well, how much is it altogether, Egan?
I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, it depends if you're getting crab on your nachos. If you're, there's.
I don't think I'm doing crab on my nachos at a ballpark.
Puck,
Jim,
I'm going to be honest, Puck. It was really good. It
it's
was
good
really
there because they're making it just for you there. Come talk to me in mid-August on a day game.
Yeah.
When it's been a crab, or a night game when the crab's been sitting around all day.
There could be a run on the bathrooms that night at T-Mobile.
So Egan, what's new this year?
So they got crab on the nachos is new. Moto Pizza. I don't know if you guys like Moto Pizza. I actually love Moto Pizza.
Bad.
Yeah, they've got some new flavors there with Moto Pizza. There's a new Mariner Moose. So you get a cup. You know the old school Dairy Queen Mariners cups.
Yeah.
Remember we used to? Yeah, they got that. They put a little chocolate mousse in there, and they throw a Mariner Moose cookie on top of it.
All right.
So yeah, I'm still waiting for the. They're not. They're just not hitting on the humpy salmon sandwich that I was hoping.
We don't want to eat the guy that's running around, Egan.
So, and I do want to take time, gentlemen, because I think we live in a world where nobody wants to ever admit they're wrong. Everybody wants to blame it on everybody else.
Oh, I know what you're wrong about.
So I'm going to go ahead on this show right here.
Say it.
I'm going to apologize to the WBC viewership, to FS1. Last Friday, I took some shots at the WBC. So, yes, record ratings, over 10 million viewers. I think you have to give a lot of credit to Team Venezuela, to the Dominican Republic, to Italy, that I think helped bring in a lot of this viewership. So it ended up being a huge success. I will say this, gentlemen, timing is everything. And right now, the WBC, when you talk about timing, perfect timing. There was really nothing on TV during this stretch except baseball. Smart move. Now March Madness is underway, so they kind of take that. So if they keep it at that time slot, if they keep playing, congratulations to them. Unfortunately, I'm still a little upset we didn't see Cal Raleigh in the championship game, but we can talk about that another
Jim,
time or today.
This is where Chris will jump in. And coming in 2 years, the next round of the WBC, you can find it on King 5, King 5 Plus, Kong. You're home for the WBC.
Well, hopefully in 2 years, Puckett will be King 5. You're home for the Seattle Supersonics.
Geez. I mean, do you guys need every professional franchise in the town on one?
We were the home of the Sonics. I think you'd want them back. You'd want them back there.
I want to bring back. You know what people forget? All this day and age, if everyone's mad about you gotta subscribe to this site and that site to get everything right. Like there's a big hubbubaloo with the Mariners, and rightfully so. I get Mariners fans right now because they still have not informed anyone where you can actually watch the game this year. And the season starts next week. Divish had a note on Thursday that said they think they might know the morning of the game of where you can watch it. That is absurd. Absurd that this is now, we're a week away and they still can't tell anyone where you can actually watch the games.
I'm going to say yes and no to that, Puck. Yes, maybe it's absurd, but honestly, in this day and age, I mean, we're jumping on an airplane, downloading movies 20 minutes before we fly. I think the morning everybody's going to be able to.
Don't you think Grandma Caroline in Port Orchard would like to know where she can sit and watch the game before it's the day of?
Well, yeah, sure. But honestly, everybody nowadays you just speak in your remote. How hard is it now?
Not everybody
Egan, I know that I'll have a problem. And I don't even know where do I go? Mariners.com to pay my $99 or is it MLB.com?
It's go to mariners.com or MLB.com. You have to do it because you're out of state. You're in Bend. You can't watch it. There are going to be games locally, like on a local station.
That's going to be nice.
Maybe if they ever get around to it.
That's going to be nice. That's going to be nice.
I was going to say about the Sonics, but I was going to say about the Sonics is you guys remember when it was pay-per-view. I grew up watching them on pay. You had to pay.
Yes.
They weren't on TV. You had to pay a subscription to watch it.
Later on, they were on King 5. But yes, Puck, we had the Sonics channel, and I think that was on your box. I think it was on. I think you had to put it on the box that you had on top of your TV.
It was terrible, and they were good. And you're like, wait a minute, I got to pay. I think it was like $100 or something like that. It was expensive.
My brother used to keep score. We'd have the Sonics channel, and he'd sit in the rocking chair, and he'd have the scorebook and keep score like he was the manager for the team. It was cool.
Jim, you'll figure it out. We'll walk you through it.
We'll get you through it, Jim. Probably, next Thursday morning. We're gonna have to
isn't it better to get the entire MLB package if you're a baseball fan? It's not that much more than just the Mariners only package, isn't it?
That's what I did. It's like 130 compared to 100.
And you get all the games?
You get all the games. So just do that one.
That's not bad. 130.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Well,
that's
it starts adding up. I mean, I've got to pay $130 for that. I've got to pay for the Puck's Posse. I've got to pay for Jim Moore's go-to Substack.com. I mean, it starts adding up.
130 for a tank of gas.
130
Right now.
for Jesus.
What is gas in Seattle now?
All I
It's
know is
over 5.
down here at the 76 station off of 15th, right by Ballard High School, it's $5.60.
Yeah. I've never been more adamant than when I was shopping at Safeway the other day to make sure my my club card got my gas stuff on there. Oh, it's
I've got
you gotta-
Goldie the super van on empty, and I keep going every time for these little drives, hoping that it's not going to run out of gas because I don't want to fill it up.
yeah.
I'd rather just run out of gas and park.
Because
it on the
Goldie
side.
probably holds what, 20 gallons?
No, 14.
And then don't even go to Costco. You're like 65 cars deep to get in there for like a 5 cent off.
I want to circle. You brought Costco up, Jim. I want to circle back to the Sonics. So remind me, we circle back to the Sonics because next week's we got it on the rundown. Next week is a big week for the Sonics and the return. But you brought up Costco. There's some controversy in Costco. Have you guys seen this story of the controversy of the new CEO of Costco?
Oh, I heard about this. I haven't seen it though.
Okay, maybe he's not the new one, but he's the CEO. His name is Ron Fracas. I'm butchering his name, but his name's Ron. So Ron went and shot a video at a Costco, and it's gone viral. It started this whole thing. It might have first started with the McDonald's CEO who took a bite of a hamburger at McDonald's, but he got killed on social media because he took this really petite bite. Like you could tell that he doesn't like hamburgers. And then people were mocking him. So all the other burger joints started doing their own and taking these massive bites and being like, see, we're not afraid to eat our product. Well, I don't know if this is in connection to that, but regardless, the Costco CEO is getting a lot of heat for what he did eating a Costco hot dog. Now, I want you to watch the video. Sorry for those just listening because you won't see it. And tell me what you notice about him.
Thank you very much. Take care. $1.50 for this hot dog? The hot dog price will not change as long as I'm around.
It's subtle.
Amazing. Amazing quality, amazing value. That's $1.50 well spent.
Are you going to have another one at your next building you go to?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you guys notice at all?
The edit that they went from like he just got the tip and then all of a sudden it's half gone.
No. Jim,
No.
any guesses?
I didn't notice anything there.
You did not notice anything.
No condiments.
That's it.
No condiments on the
He
hot dog.
didn't have, hold on, a condiment. No condiments.
So what?
on
That's the way I
hot
eat
dog.
them.
I think that's a psychopath way.
I don't like French's mustard. You know, the real bright yellow mustard. I'll do the Dijon every once in a while, but eating a naked hot dog, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I think I don't know. I think that's a level of psychotic behavior if you don't put any type of condiment on a hot dog.
Yeah.
So you're okay with ketchup then?
Well, no, but at least something.
Yeah.
So Jim, you eat a hot dog with nothing on it.
Every time I've gotten a Costco hot dog, I don't put anything on it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
But the bun needs to be good though. If the bun's a little dry, then it's a little too dry. But if the bun is fresh, like they are at Costco, it's good. I can't be alone on that.
I mean, I'm gonna admit right now, I'm probably gonna owe Paul Sylvia a mustard, but I was out on a weekend shift and I had 3 hot dogs and I forgot my condiments, and I saw that there was Sylvie mustard in the King 5 fridge, so I can't have a hot dog without anything. So, boom.
It was Sylvie's mustard. Does he label it or something?
Yeah, it was French's mustard. It said Sylvie on the bottom, but
you got to write your name on it so people don't steal your food.
Well, apparently it didn't work for Paul.
Apparently,
'Cause
you
I took
violated that.
I did. I violated the workplace refrigerator,
So,
but I had to have something on the hot dog.
so Jim, always no condiments on the. Why? Why do you not like condiments?
I just am not a huge mustard guy. And I know that that's
Mm.
what you're supposed to be putting on a hot dog. And I'd rather have it just completely without anything than to put mustard on it. And I'm not a big, I mean, I love ketchup on a burger, but not on a hot dog.
Mm.
So you've always been a raw dog guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not alone in that area. You're sounding like it's 1 in a million. I'd say it's 1 in 50, 1 in 25.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of people that do it. I just don't.
Well, you think it's wrong, though.
Well, wrong is not the right way to
He
describe
said,
it.
Jim,
it's
to
odd.
quote him, he said psychotic, I think is what he
Psychotic.
said.
It's a psychotic behavior. Someone who elects not to put anything on said hot dog. Well, it's still, we've talked about that thing all the time. I mean, Chris wanted to have it for his daughter's wedding, for God's sakes. But it's the greatest.
$1.50.
It's the greatest deal around.
Yeah. And I don't know why the rotisserie chicken doesn't get as much hype, but I mean that's a good deal too. The
Great deal.
$6.99, you
It's
get
a
a whole
good
bag
deal,
of
but
chicken.
putting them in the plastic bags, no. I want to go back to the containers.
Yeah,
A lot easier.
Here's what
Probably
is
bad for the environment, but
Probably.
sure. And
Here's-
the plastics on your chicken, that's probably not good either.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm eating plastic too, whatever else they're putting on. Here's what is overrated at Costco: that chicken bake thing that all the kids get. That's terrible. That's awful.
Now, have you seen that? Have you heard about this, Puck, with the chicken bake? My 15-year-old who shot the hot tub video says you take a chicken bake, you open it up, and you get a hot dog, and you put the hot dog inside the chicken bake. And hold on, we're not done there. You get yourself a pepperoni slice of pizza, and you take the cheese and pepperoni off the pizza, and you put that on top of the chicken bake. So now you have a chicken bake with a hot dog inside, and the cheese and pepperoni on top.
Oh, jeez.
and all of that costs what, $7 or $8?
Well, yeah, I mean, $1.50 for the hot dog. You get a drink. The pizza's like $2. Chicken bake $3.59. Yeah, you're under $8.
The best deal ever. Speaking, so it was young Luke Egan that shot the video.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to both of you, because I say this, and I'm not being a smart. You both have raised wonderful children.
Oh, thank
Jim,
you.
you know about your twins. The boy. Now I don't know your daughter as well, but I know I've met her. But the boys, Mikey and Stevie, I adore Mikey and Stevie. They're great. They're great with my kids. My son loves them. They're great. And
Thanks, Buck.
yeah, they're great. I'm going to. I don't think we brought this up last week, or maybe if we've talked since the high school tournament. So I'm walking to the high school tournament, Jim, with Owen. We're walking around on the court. We're gonna go watch. I think it's the championship game, Beach, against Lincoln. So we're walking around and shout out to Beth who worked here. She got us like little passes. We get down on the court. It's great. So we're sitting down there, and I just hear someone yelling my name, Puckett, 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 and I'm like, he's yelling at me. And this woman comes running down, and guess who it is? It is the talented teacher of the year in the Puyallup Sumner School District, Maddie Egan, coming down to say hello. I've met Maddie maybe a couple, 3 times, probably. But that's the type of daughter this guy has raised. She came down and was just nice as can be. How you doing? How's Owen doing? Oh, Owen's like, I've never met you before. But yeah, she knows. I mean, it was great.
She is a loyal fan of this show. And since she's probably listening right now, how about this, guys? We started talking about social media influencers this show. Her husband, Zach Paulson, played at Curtis High School, played at SPU, played at Point Loma, was invited. There are 64 individuals that have been invited to New York this Saturday to play in a one-on-one March Madness tournament being put on by a social media influencer. Over 10,000 people entered. Zach Paulson's one of 2 people from the great state of Washington that will be competing. So it's all former college basketball players and social media influencers. round of 64, 1-day tournament, $150,000 for the winner of this tournament. So obviously we're rooting for Zach Paulson to win this thing. So and my beautiful daughter's there with him. She'll be coaching. So it's going to be fun. So this is taking place
How did
in
he
New
get
York.
selected for this?
So what is it? 1-on-1, and you
It's
win the.
one on one, and if you win, you move on to the next round. So they're doing a draw of 64. It's somewhere in New York, and this big time TikTok star has picked 64 people. There was over 10,000 people that entered, and it's a combination of ex college basketball players and social media influencers. Like Zach in his first round will be taking on some guy that has over 500,000 followers on TikTok.
Is your
But they all have played back.
Is your son-in-law like on like social media?
No,
Is like
he's not big at all on the social media world right now. He's a good basketball player. I think he's well rounded, has some, people, some good sources behind him and stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how this takes off, because we're living in a different world now, guys, where this is all going to be streaming and people are really getting into that stuff. So we'll see how he does. So
Okay, I know you're partial, Egan, but if he was
yeah.
to be seeded, what seed would he be?
I don't know everybody else in this draw. My daughter says there's some ex-college basketball players that are pretty good, but the thing I like about Zach, he's a 6'5". He can shoot, he can drive, he can score, he can play defense. He plays. I think they made it to the finals of the Pro Division last year at Spokane Hoop Fest, which you guys have both seen. It's pretty high level play. So I'd have him in the top 10. So I think he's got a shot. We'll see what happens. So
can we watch this someplace?
I'm sure you can. I don't know any of that information right now, but I'm sure if you like type in 1-on-1 March Madness tournament in New York, it will pop up all over your Instagram and TikTok.
Sound like Jim Moore.
It will be like all of us Thursday morning trying to find the Mariners game. So
this Mariners thing is just ridiculous. All right, so next week's a big week. The governor is going to talk to Silver on Monday, whatever that's going to be. Talking about it, we don't know. And
is he going to New York? Is the governor going to New York for this?
I don't know if he's going. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's going or not, or is he just going to talk to him on the phone or FaceTime, whatever. But he's going to speak with him on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, they're meeting outside they're meeting at the St. Regis Hotel in New York City. What a hotel that is. Tuesday, Wednesday, they'll make the vote. They'll vote Wednesday, which will just be, hey, we're expansion now is going to ramp up. And we're going to take a vote later in the summer about 2 cities. And those 2 cities being Seattle and Las Vegas. Now Jim is personally not fired up. He's fired up for other people.
Yep.
Egan, I know you are probably, where are you at with this?
I'm fired up, Puck, because we've been talking about this for ever since they left. And this is the best sign we have ever. I mean, this is, in my mind, we're on the way. This team will be back on the court. You have the arena. I think you have an ownership group ready to go. And I'm talking about the Kraken ownership group. I would assume that they would be the group with their arena. I think this is a great sign. In fact, I'll announce it right here, guys, on this show. Yours truly, I'm heading to New York. I'll be in New York. So we're not taking this lightly. I think this is if you're going to cover this, you better be there from the start of these meetings. So we'll be there. We probably won't get a whole lot. We'll be outside a hotel. And
I did it years ago. You'll just sit there in the freezing cold, yelling at these people to come on.
Yeah, you were there. You sat out, and owners, owners, Puck. They're not going to want to go on camera, and why would they? They don't need to be. But it is what it is, and I think this is huge. I really do. I think it's a great sign. And I was always worried, Puck, and I think it was on this show when we had Tim Booth, and Tim was talking, and I was always worried about, when covering the Olympics, about Europe kind of delaying this thing. And I think it was Tim on this show kind of saying that's going to be separate, Egan. That's going to be their own league. And after that, I kind of started feeling better. And then boom, here we go. I think it's Vegas, Seattle, no question. They're going to be back. I really do. They're going to be here in 2 years. So.
Jim, what I've found myself go to is this lately. I've never sworn off the NBA. I would also admit that I'm not like daily watching and taking in the NBA like I would be in the past. Like I'm not living and dying with it. If you ask me right away, if you ask me right now, who's leading what? I probably couldn't tell you all the divisions. I mean, I can give you a sense who's leading in the East and the West and all that and top players and all that, but I couldn't give you great in-depth on it. I have, though, found myself, since this news broke last week, like all in. Like I can't, I'm watching it almost every night. I'm looking at all the highlights, following it way more closely than I ever did in the past. I mean, the fact, but this streak that Luka's on right now, he's dropping 60 last night, just all of it. Wembanyama the other night against the Clippers. So, this has, at least for me, and maybe there's others out there, ignited the passion that I've always had for it, but now it's even more because of what
I think you're right, and it goes back to my childhood, how excited I was when the Sonics first came to town. I was actually alive then in 1967 when they played their first season. And so, yeah, for everybody that's excited about it, and I saw the highlights of Luka this morning, scoring 60 last night.
Ridiculous.
And it wasn't an easy 60. I mean, this guy, the threes that he was hitting and everything, and you talk about Wembanyama and how much better the players are now than 20 years ago when the Sonics were in town in Seattle. And so I think I could slowly but surely maybe get back on board with it. And Egan, I think you're right. Puck, you're right. This is basically going to happen. It's going to be rubber stamped on Tuesday, and then we get another vote in June or July, whenever the Board of Governors meeting is this summer. And I think we're good to go for 2028. Now Booth talked about there's not many people who can afford $7 to $10 billion for this team, and not good timing with the Seahawks also being for sale, but it seems like it's all going to come together.
Yeah. I just, there'll be someone that's going to come out of the woodwork. There's probably somebody here that we have no idea who they are. It's not Jeff Bezos or all the names that we want to think. I mean, the pipe dream would be, hey, Steve Ballmer, why don't you sell the Clippers and buy the Sonics? I mean, it's probably, again, a billionaire that's here that has a lot of money that we just have never heard of that will be part of the group. I mean, I just think, right, Chris?
Well, wait, Puck, what did Mitch tell you about that? I mean, clearly he was sitting next to Ballmer at that Clippers-Spurs game the other night.
Was he? You think that was clear that he was?
I thought so.
I think there's probably somebody in town that we just don't know who they are.
No,
we'll figure out who they are.
There's a lot of money in the city of Seattle.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think, and it could be one of those group things, guys, where you see, who knows, 10 Microsoft folks coming together.
I would hope it's not that, because that's what got us in the problem in the first place with Schultz.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's a good point. But I don't think it's going to happen. I really do believe, and it's such a positive sign, and it makes me start getting all giddy, starting to think about, Kevin Durant on the last year of his contract in 2028. Is Jamal Crawford brought in as an assistant coach? You bring
coach,
Matt.
Chris.
Head coach. You bring Nate McMillan back. There's you just start getting all goosebump thinking about all these people that have been in this organization over the years. And Kevin Calabro. I mean, why wouldn't he be the play-by-play, the voice of the Sox again?
Because he'll be 72 and he probably wants to hang out in Chelan by then.
Well, he's been wanting to hang out in Chelan for 20 years.
You're 67 sitting in a car doing a worthless podcast, so.
Good point.
I want anyone that's associated with Seattle area hoops. And when I mean Seattle area, like Tacoma, like if anyone wants to be a part of it, the Jamal Crawfords and, Detlef and Isaiah Thomas and whoever wants to be a part of Sue Bird. Sue Bird did an internship with like the Denver Nuggets, I believe, working in the front office.
Yes, she did.
Anybody that wants to be a part of it, more the merrier, because it's such a religion here.
Yeah, and Puck, I saw you tweet out, and I've watched this a lot because I actually wanted to do it for the Rogers Rams, but you tweeted it out, and I think everybody, when you're done with this show today, should go go on your YouTube and find it. It's basically you're going to search for Sonic's 1996 intro.
Oh, I've got
And
it
it's
if you want
and
it.
it oh god, Puck, yeah, if you got that, play that. I mean, it just gives me goosebumps. I think
The best.
whenever they come back, you don't even you kind of hold your cards. You don't say who the mascot's going to be, and you got Squatch coming through the ceiling. You got Squatch coming.
Of
Don't
course.
overthink this. We don't need an orca. We don't need a humpy.
How about
We
Pee
don't.
Weedle?
We don't need. I love Pee Weedle Needle, but we need Squatch coming out of the. We need Squatch coming flying. He's the best mascot in NBA history. He needs to come back.
I love when everyone does. Well, here are the uniforms that they should pick from. What should they be? There is only one uniform.
Yeah,
There's
Stop
only one.
that debate. Yeah, and
It's
get
the-
that stupid
Which
one
one?
they put in the middle out of there.
Green and gold?
Yeah, the green and gold, the 90s.
Yeah.
The,
The
the
90s.
mid 90s. That's the
100%. 100%.
Yeah, the early
You didn't
90s.
like when they added that red in there, whatever that red color was?
Terrible.
no.
Maroon. No, that was awful.
Maroon.
Yeah, the maroon one. Yeah, no. Hold on, Egan. I'm trying to find it for you.
You know what I'm talking about,
I
Puck.
know,
Yeah, this thing.
I know. Hold on. I think I got. Hold on.
Well, they need to bring back Jim Gracie, too, wherever he is.
Is that the
Public address
voice?
announcer?
Well, that may be the guy here on this video, Jim. You'll have to.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet for the 1996 Pacific Division champions, your Seattle Supersonics.
If they don't do that, if that is not the first thing that happens in that arena, then whoever is in charge, Chris Egan and Jim Moore, they have done it wrong.
I don't know if my camera can show it, but literally, I mean, my hand is just covered in goosebumps right now. Get on, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet for the Super.
Oh, yeah, it's the best.
And then they go from, I think, Deep Purple into another medley there for the introductions. It's well done. Well done.
I got to do it. Jim, you'll be back on board. It's going to, because you're reminiscing all this week. Every time I go, see, I think Jim's run out of material to write on Jim Moore, the go-to guy.substack.com.
No, it's because the PI closed 17 years ago on St. Patrick's Day. And yeah, you're partially right.
But I love all the stories at Jim Moore, the go-to guy.substack.com. $5 a month. That's $5.
That's it.
It's all it costs you. He's reminiscing all these stories because the great Seattle, I used to love the Seattle PI. Not as, of course, as much as Jim did because he worked there. He breathed it, loved it. But he's writing all these old stories or rehashing all these old stories. The one with Barkley is the best. When you caddied for Barkley in Tahoe for the Pro-Am, that is great. When my favorite part is how the day and age has changed so much that when you stalked him or tracked him down in the casino and you were allowed to go in to the high stakes poker room to go up and talk to him, there is no way in today's climate that you can go into a high stakes poker limit and go, I'm going to go talk to LeBron real quick.
Well, it was the strangest thing because he's sitting there with Jim Fassel, who was the New York Giants coach at the time, and Brandy Chastain, the soccer star.
What a trio. Jim
Well,
Fassel,
I mean, he's introducing
Charles
me to these
Barkley and Brandy Chastain.
He's introducing me to these people while he's playing two hands of $15,000 a piece, and the dealer has to ask him, Charles, do you want to hit? And so he had to turn around. Can you imagine having 30 grand out there and kind of being like distracted by some guy who comes up to you and says, hey man, I'm caddying for you tomorrow. Yeah, he was great though. That was probably the funnest day I've had as a sports writer, hanging out with him for a day.
Jim, have you ever thought about writing a book?
A bunch of times. I'm looking at, I want the self-discipline to be able to do it though, Egan. I don't have that self-discipline.
Oh, the stories would be endless though.
Today I wrote about, well, it's from 2007. Sue Bird beat me in a game of horse. And I went into that
I
game.
saw that.
I really thought I was going to beat her. I did. I swear to God, I thought I'm going to take her down. And I didn't even get a letter on her. It was pretty bad.
I still remember. I don't know if you were there, Jim. I honestly thought I was going to take Daniel Laurie out of the park to left field.
Oh, I was there that day.
Yeah,
I didn't even foul it off.
I fouled it off, and that was it. And then she hit me with a rise ball, and I struck out. But I honestly walked on the field thinking home run, and then
I did too. I thought I was going to take it to Lake Washington.
We were both humbled that day.
Chauvinist pigs is what you guys
We were
are.
both humbled that day. We were both humbled.
I've never seen a ball come in that fast.
Oh, she was amazing. She was amazing.
Write a book, Jim. What would we title the book?
I don't know, but it's just like, I don't know, 45 years behind the curtain of a Seattle sports writer, something like that.
Oh, it's a page
That's
turner.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. And the thing is that I just want to get it done. It's a goal I've always had. I would like to accomplish the goal. And I really don't care if I profit from it. It would just be meaningful to me if I was able to finish a book.
Jason Puckett could write your forward. He would
Both
write
of
the forward.
yeah. The both of us could. Egan and I would like to write a little portion of the forward. Can we?
That'd be great. Sure. It's wide open. Yeah, I'd love it.
All right. We're not going to be on next week. But we're not going to be on next week. So
maybe I'll be calling you in on Tuesday or Wednesday, Puck, from the New York City.
We can do that if you'd like. We can do a Monday or Tuesday visit. Let's get Mariners' thoughts. Opening day.
Okay, first of all, though, Chris, can I ask you a question?
I'm going to tell you what Jim's going to say right now.
Yeah,
Jim's
go
gonna
ahead,
say,
Jim.
If you were doing a sports podcast, do you think it'd be wise to take next week off when it's opening day? Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, you spoke for me. That's exactly what I was going to say. The Mariners, I believe, opening night is Thursday.
It is.
And we probably
you would think somebody would have a podcast on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday
the
to
reaction
preview it,
day.
Thursday to continue the preview, Friday to talk about what happened the night before.
It's an E1 only.
Jim, I mean, it's the homestand. Saturday and Sunday really just as big as Thursday, so you're looking ahead to the weekend.
Yeah, you'd think he'd be down at Jimmy's on First or wherever, you know.
Why would I be down at Jimmy's on First? I don't work for that radio station anymore. Why would I be down on Jimmy's on First?
I don't know. Well, another bar down there. How about Dream Girls?
Jim, it sounds to me that Owen's got a big tournament against New Level on Friday.
First of all,
or Mary Lou is like doing the balance beam somewhere.
I wish it were that. It's even worse.
What is it?
I'll get to it. New Level. How many teams do you freaking have at New Level?
There's 644.
Every tournament there is, 12U. Here's our bracket. There's 16 teams. 14 are from New Level.
Oh, the best.
How rich are these people that run these programs?
Oh, well, this program is making money for crying out loud.
I mean, they could probably make a bid for the Sonics.
Oh, Puck, the best is I'm at Costco.
New Level Larson, New Level Jacobs, New Level Anderson, New Level Michaels.
And every parent's paying $3,500 or $4,000.
God almighty.
Puck, the best is I'm at Costco. This mom comes up to me. She's like, "Oh, Chris, we love watching your sports. And we heard your son played for New Level. And guess what? My son plays for New Level." And I'm like, ma'am, what gave it away to me was your hat, your sweatshirt, and your sweatpants that all had New Level.
This is my requirement for all parents at these baseball tournaments, and you being baseball tournament dads, travel ball dads, you'll understand this. One piece of apparel is it. That's all you get.
A hat, a sweat, either go sweatshirt, and that's it. Yeah.
You get one. It's
what about when they're at the college level? Can I go 2 in the college level, or should I stick with 1?
College level you can go 2.
Okay.
But
no more than 2.
It's a hat or a shirt or a sweatshirt. It's not all of it.
But shouldn't that be complimentary and included in that $4,000 price tag that you're paying for your kid to play?
You would think that maybe they would throw a hat in for the parents and a sweatshirt in for the parents after writing away their lives for a travel team. No, but why I'm off next week is because of baseball, really. Because we go, my college buddies and we go on a golf trip. We go to our friend's house in Arizona every year for golf. Because 2 of us have kids that play baseball, this literally was the only week we could do it.
That
was it. That's why.
Oh,
Okay.
well, okay.
All right.
Jim's like, I still don't buy it, and you're still a sellout for not being on the air next week. You know what, Jim? You're right.
I'll just
I'm a
have to listen
sellout.
to KJR on Wednesday then, and see what Bucky has to say about the
You
team.
wash your mouth out.
Oh.
You
Well,
wash
Chuck
your
and
mouth.
Bucky are the only guys who know anything about baseball.
Oh,
so
will you stop it? Just stop it. God. This is why no one talks to you,
you
over there.
started it.
I didn't start anything.
Hey, Jim, I actually enjoying your camera angle there. Is that you just got it wedged up against the window? Is that?
Yeah, I've got my little iPad, and I'm just it's just
I
kind of
just
propped
want it to
up.
overheat.
Looks good.
That's all I want. I want it to
Looks
overheat.
good.
Yeah, thanks.
All right,
Egan,
Chris,
it's supposed to be 79 degrees here in Prineville, Oregon. I'm going to play golf in about half an hour.
And you asked Puck how the weather was. It hasn't stopped raining, Jim. It's just I mean it just
it's not
keeps
bad up
raining.
here.
Oh, it's pouring in Puyallup right
No.
now. I mean, it's just like it's
good.
just it never.
I
ends.
really miss that.
Sure you do, Jim. Sure you do. By the way,
I'm sure
Jim,
the traffic, there's probably no brake lights anywhere.
Oh, my daughter just got back from her Southern California college visits. So she's likely going to go to one of those schools down there.
because she's going down there. It's
Who's
blue
the leader
skies.
right now? Who's the leader in the clubhouse?
Well, the leader, there's two leaders in the clubhouse, but she's not, it's going to be hard to get into. One would be UCLA. I think their acceptance rate is like 0.01%. And second would be Cal. She loved Cal. Gorgeous campus.
Was she doing gymnastics?
No. She's not doing gymnastics. And the third is a wild card. One that we didn't think would ever be on the radar.
Pepperdine.
Not a religious kid. University of San Diego.
Oh, is that a religious school?
Yeah, it's a
University?
Catholic school.
Is your daughter aware that it costs more for the parents when they go out of state?
She's been made aware of it, yes.
Is she not aware of a school that's like 280 miles from Ballard that's kind of southeast a little bit?
She wants sunshine.
She's
gonna get She's gonna get academic.
She's such a bright good kid, Buck. She'll be great wherever she goes. Jim, it was interesting though. I'm going to just throw this out there, get a little sentimental. 1995, I started my broadcasting news career in Klamath Falls, Oregon. And I think week number 1 on the job, I'm reflecting back a little bit here, but I went to Prineville to do a story on the hot shots that were killed in one of the wildfires, and they put up if you're there afterwards, there's a Prineville hot shots monument to all the firefighters, the wildland firefighters that help take care of fires and stuff like that. And I still remember to this day, 95, I think it was 96, being in Prineville for that story. So crazy how time flies and all that. So big thank you to all the men and women that, handle those fires. So.
Well, big concern for that down here this year, especially with the mild winter that we've had.
Chris, that was a great transition from my daughter visiting colleges in San Diego to the firefighters in Prineville.
Well, it popped into my head that he's in Prineville. One of the other stories, you'll love this one, Puck. One of the other stories they did was in Chemult, which I believe is not far from Prineville.
Let's go Chemult.
But I had to go there for a shooting over mushrooms. They were picking mushrooms, and there were so much money that they were. So Jim's really bringing me back to my news.
I want to know where Puck went wrong raising his kid.
Well,
if she doesn't want to go to Pullman. Come on, I'm 3 for 3, Egan, with all 3 of my kids going to Pullman.
Yeah, they've done well.
I raised them right. Apparently, Puck dropped the ball somewhere along the line there.
If you could go to the University of San Diego, would you go there?
Yeah, I would. Has she looked at the Point Loma campus down there too? Another great looking campus.
This campus on San Diego, it's beautiful. And then she's doing what I want to do. And I asked her yesterday, can I move down there? She said yes. So
she's after being back home here for the weekend, she's gonna she's going to California.
All right. Before you go, predictions. Jim Moore, how many wins? They win the West. What do you think for the M's?
Oh, they're going to win the whole thing this year. They're going to win the World Series this year. 95 wins.
Okay, Chris Egan.
Well, I think now that they've added ferry boats into the marketing campaign, I mean, there's nowhere to go anymore. This it has to be the year. This I'm with Jim. This has to be the year. You have the pitchers. You've enhanced the bullpen. I think the JP thing is he's going to be out a week. He'll be fine. I'm not concerned there. I think this is the year. I'm with Jim.
Okay.
They win the West. They win the whole thing.
Someone that has to go on a ferry boat weekly to go visit his mother. Does that ferry boat also, when you purchase it at the field, is it late, not on time?
Oh, it's on time with chicken tenders, baby.
Okay, just wondering.
Or is it even running at all?
Or is it running? Is there times that I go there, it's not running, and I show up there and I go, hey, I'm ready for my 950 boat? No, it's
baby.
You have to drive around now. Oh,
Question.
thank you.
I know we're going longer than we want, but I got to I'm going to a family party tonight, and I thought I'd surprise everybody by bringing the ferry boat.
Yeah.
What should I put in it? What should I put in there for an appetizer tonight?
I think
I was thinking meatballs, maybe, but
maybe some meat. I mean, you got to really clean that thing. That thing's you're gonna get sick eating out of that thing.
Oh, it's cleaned up, ready to go.
A nacho dip. I think a nacho dip. Yeah.
Just fill the whole thing with a nacho dip.
Yeah, Rotella.
Yeah, you throw crab on the top, just like you would at T-Mobile.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, remember.
Like cheese, just straight cheese in there.
Sure. The nacho sauce.
Okay, that may melt the boat.
It could. Well, that would be fitting for all of our ferry boats around here. All right, Jim Moore, you hit them straight. Go play some golf. Egan, we'll catch up with you next week. We'll get you on Monday, Tuesday from New York City. Have fun there, covering the story in the Sonics.
You got it.
All right, thanks, boys. Thanks for doing it early. Appreciate it.
Okay, Puck. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs. See you guys. There they are. The PME show is finished for an early Friday. We wanted to do it earlier at 8 a.m., but then I forgot I had a doctor's appointment, so we didn't. We wanted to get out of the way for all the games because we know you guys want to watch all the games. We want to watch all the games, so we try to get it earlier, but now we did it here at 9 a.m. All right, before we get on out of here, we got to get to On This Day in the World of Sports. On this day, March 20th, of course, on this day, brought to you by Hive Social. Get in the game with Hive Social, the official social meetup app of Buck Sports. Download Hive Social today, iOS and Google Play. That's Hive Social, HYV Social. Download it today. Find out what everyone's doing for the game next week. All right, you want to go down to around T-Mobile, Pioneer Square, where have you? You're trying to find out where everyone's going to be at. Where's the watch party? Where's the hangout before the game? Hive Social, the perfect spot for you Mariner fans going to the game next week. Also, I should mention this too. Flat Stick Pub, Pioneer Square location, now allowing kids in. So if you want to go somewhere before the game, Flat Stick Pub. All right. On this date, again, brought to you by Hive Social. Major League Baseball on this day starts their gambling investigation, 1989 into Pete Rose. And the irony of this is so thick, especially this coming out this week, March 20th, with that happening on 1989. Major League Baseball making the announcement, I think it's yesterday or the day before, they're going to the poly market business, which is just a craptastic business anyways. And the fact that they're getting in bed with them, this prediction market, it's the hypocrisy with baseball and all of these professional sports leagues, but especially baseball that has been so high and mighty about gambling. And now they're getting in business with something that, I mean, it's gambling, but it's like worse than gambling. It's just hilarious to me. Meanwhile, this guy's still not in the Hall of Fame, Pete Rose. So that happened on this day, 1989. Also happening on this day, on March 20th, the Lakers retired Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's number 33. So congratulations to Kareem, the Skyhook. Also on this day, after spending his entire career in New England, Tom Brady moves on. He signs with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 2-year deal worth $50 million. Of course, he'd go on to win another Super Bowl title there with the Buccaneers. Birthdays on March 20th. Legendary hoops coach Pat Riley, 81 today. 4 championships, of course, with Kareem, with the Lakers. 1 with the Miami Heat. 3-time coach of the year. Legendary hockey player Bobby Orr is 78 today. 8-time NHL first-teamer. 8-time James Norris Trophy winner. Also on this day, March 20th, Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, was born on this day in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. He would have been 97 years young today. Started the show in 1968. It stopped production in 2000. Last original episode aired in 2001. Shout out to the late, great Mr. Rogers. Spike Lee, 69 today. Shelton Jackson Lee, born in Atlanta, Georgia. Of course, a famed director, Knicks fan, critical acclaim for his second movie that came out, the drama Do the Right Thing in 1989. He also directed Malcolm X, Jungle Fever, School Days, and Mo Better Blues with Denzel Washington. All that happening on this day, brought to you by Hive Social. Hey, What the Puck is brought to you by Tersuli Construction. From emergency response to full-scale rebuilds and remodels, Tersuli Construction, full-service contractor handling your project from start to finish. Locally owned and operated out of Ballard, proudly serving the Puget Sound region for over 15 years. If you're dealing with damage or planning what's next, call the team that does it all. That is Tersuli Construction, restoring what matters, building what's next. Give them a call, 206-793-3744. And visit them at tersuli.com. Just pick up on that, the MLB thing and with the poly market. I just think that this day and age with where gambling is at right now, and I don't think the real crime, I'm in favor of gambling on sports. I think it should be more accessible here in the state of Washington. I think gambling on the games, the points, the point spreads, the lines, the over-unders, that's fine. How you get in this day and age of gambling, which unfortunately is the most popular of the prop bets, and this poly market prediction market is just like that, is the single worst thing to happen in gambling. It's awful because this stuff like the poly market and like prop bets, this is the area in which you can influence players to actually do things, throw games, and be influenced. And baseball had a bad year. You think of what happened with the Guardians, had a bad year with gambling. Guys were suspended for the whole year, suspended indefinitely, never will come back. And they've decided this year because whatever, poly market's going to give them a bunch of money. And they'd rather have that money than have the integrity of the sport. I'm not saying get rid of gambling on all sports. That's not what I'm saying. Again, more accessible. I should be able to put on my phone right now and bet on the NCAA tournament. I want Santa Clara plus the points against Kentucky. What I'm saying is that all these leagues, including baseball, need to get rid of this prediction market game. And they also need to get rid of prop bets. This is a bad move by baseball, despite what they're paying them. And I think eventually they're going to pay for this because something is going to happen. There's going to be a controversy, a scandal coming out of what baseball did because they had a lot of scandals a year ago. All right, that is Hey, What the Puck, brought to you by Tersuli Construction. Again, restoring what matters, building what's next. Give them a call, 206-793-3744. Visit them at tersuli.com. Thank you for everybody watching and listening today. Thank you for joining us early as we get ready for watching a lot of basketball here on this Friday. We'll be back on Monday. And again, we'll be on Monday, Tuesday, and then we're off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Apologies. But it's not ideal that we'll be off. We'll be watching baseball. We'll have you covered. We're going to have all of our baseball guests on next week. Bill Kruger, Jim Duquette, Brad Adam, Ryan Divish. We'll get you set for opening day all next week. We'll jump in with Chris Egan from New York, Tim Booth from New York, all of that. So we'll have you covered next week. But big thanks to all of our sponsors, Limback Lumber, Flat Stick Pub, Georgetown Brewery, Hive Social, Tersuli Construction. You can find today's Daily Puck Drop up on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. Also find it on your favorite podcast platforms and at pucksports.com. There, you can sign up to become a Pucks Posse member for just $5 a month. It gets you access to our bonus shows throughout the week. Sports Pit with Stretch on Tuesdays, Inside Pitch with Divish on Wednesdays, and KJ Arntz on Thursdays. Also, check out the Garage with Gas Take 5 podcast, new episodes every single Monday. Appreciate the support. Everyone have a great weekend. Stay dry, stay safe. We'll talk to you on Monday. As always, we promise to be back.
No shirt, no shoes, no ties.
Would anybody like to smoke some pot?
Yeah. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you, but you were born to rub me first.
What do you need my address for? We'd like to send out a mailer.
Mother of mercy, I don't speak Japanese!